Yes, and welcome back. Oh my God, I know you. I mean, you just had such a presence when you sing and when you were singing. What's the history of that of those words to that song? Explain to me what that means, what the song
Well,
means.
what happened is when Da Vinci painted the Mona Lisa,
Uh-huh.
no one ever knows who the woman was he used.
You know what I've heard? I've heard that it was a portrait of himself in drag.
That's
Have you heard that?
there have been all kind of rumors as to who Mona Lisa is.
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing, the painting hangs in the Louvre in Paris.
Mm-hmm.
From whatever angle you look at it, it seems like she's looking at you, and she has that
Now you've
smile.
seen it? Have you seen it?
I haven't.
as
I've
far-
seen a reproduction of it, but I haven't seen. I haven't actually seen the painting. Though I was in Paris, I didn't see it.
Somebody
But
say that it wasn't. I don't know.
it's not that big.
Yeah, that somebody said it's not that big.
It's not that
It's-
big, but the part of it that is so interesting is some people say that a friend of Da Vinci commissioned him to paint it was a portrait of his wife.
Oh, okay.
So there have been all kind of mystery surrounding it.
So why did you pick that song? Why did you pick
Well, I
that one
picked
out
that-
of all of the?
because the song has a kind of hauntingness.
Yes, it does.
Every time I've sung that song, the effect I get is like I don't know why I relate to that song. I don't know what it is in that song that does something to me that I can identify with. You know, it's like Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
It's a work of art, but what is it? But somehow, as Da Vinci captured the soul in that picture of Mona Lisa, and what I mean by that is that scientists say that her mouth is just the right amount of inches below her nose. Her nose is the right amount of inches. It's almost like he did a perfect portrait of the dimensions of the human face and constructed in such a way that whatever angle you look at it, she's looking at you
Oh, wow.
and she's smiling.
Oh, okay.
And the smile is that smile that can't be explained.
Well, you
so
know what?
it's haunting.
I say this. I say that we should all develop a smile that can be memorable to people, and I think that we should all have that sense of, like you say, that's something that's inside of us that can just push through, and everybody that meets us can be touched by us in a good way. Now, I want to talk about, before we go, because we're running out of time, some of the movies he was in. Now, do you think it, because I know he wasn't just too particular about being a singer, he loved his piano more?
he played roles. He did, his favorite movie was St. Louis Blues, in which he starred as W.C. Handy.
Who is that?
W.C. Handy was a great music composer. He wrote St. Louis Blues and a whole lot of songs.
So that was a movie, St. Louis Blues.
St. Louis Blues starring Nat Cole, Eartha Kitt,
Eartha
Pearl
Kitt?
Bailey, Mahalia Jackson.
Oh my God, I gotta
yeah,
get it.
Yeah, St. Louis Blues.
St. Louis Blues. We
St.
gotta
Louis
get
Blues.
that, people, with Nat King Cole, Eartha Kitt. Where did
Pearl
the King
Bailey.
come from?
Well, when he was performing in a club called the Swanee Inn, remember I said Nat never sung, Nat only played the piano. So one of the patrons who had had a little bit too much to drink came over to the piano where Nat and the trio were playing, and he said, I want you to sing Sweet Lorraine. And Nat said, I don't sing. He said, I want you to sing Sweet. He said, I don't sing. He said, I want you to sing. So the owner came over and said, what's the problem here? And he said, this man won't sing. I spend money here, he won't sing. And so finally, what he
Now,
said...
this is before he started singing,
before he
right?
started singing. And so Nat only made $3 a night. And the owner said, this man spends as much as $3 a night in here.
Oh, wow.
So if you don't know how to sing, you better learn now.
Oh.
And Nat said, okay. And Nat sang Sweet Lorraine, and it was a noisy atmosphere, but when he opened his mouth and those words came out, it got quiet. And after he finished Sweet Lorraine, the drunken patron cut out a paper crown, put it on his head, and said, I've heard Sweet Lorraine sung, but never like that. You're the king.
Oh, wow.
And that's how he got Nat King Cole.
That's a beautiful story. Now, if you have a talent where you feel like you are a king or a queen in it, we at Calm Productions, we welcome you to contact us and be a part of our ministry and what we do, because we want to let your light shine. So please visit us at the website, www.intothelightsite.com. And hopefully, if you have any questions or comments or suggestions for our show, contact me at audreyktoday@gmail.com. And we just want to thank Odie Anderson, my local Nat King Cole expert. And if you have any questions about Nat King Cole, you can write me and I will forward them to him, and I will let you know, and we will let you know the answers to it, because I'm sure he knows. So in the meantime, you guys, let's all develop a Mona Lisa smile. And it was so nice being with you today. God bless. Oh, and remember, God is good. You better tell somebody. Right, Odie?
Right.